Hey y'all, it's your girl Stephanie. This is Wrestling Color Podcast right here on YouTube. Thumbs up the video. Follow me. Follow me on Pinterest and Instagram. Get into all the content. Get into the latest stuff I post. Keep up with me as much as you can. For those that are here, what's up? I appreciate y'all. And for the old folks that stick beside me and haven't left, thank you. Let's get into this. The question I'm asking is, what is a CEO? And so for a majority of my life watching wrestling, specifically the WWF, WWE, the only CEO I've pretty much come to know was Vince McMahon. And he has the vibrato and the power and all this. He walks and talks and, I'm in charge, you're fired, right? Even his theme song, No Chance in Hell. He wields his power. You're going to do what he asks you to do. He's going to ask you nice. If you don't do what he asks you to do, he's going to stick it to you on the back end. He's going to humiliate you in public. He's going to do all the things he needs to do to get his point across and his vision across. Everybody's going to get on board. It's going to be yes men. You're going to do what I say. I don't give a fuck about none of that. That's what CEOs are basically what we understand them to be. High-powered white men. And if it's a female in that position, sometimes she overcompensates in some cases. And it's worse than the men. But that's the different story. Because now Stephanie McMahon is the CEO. And I just don't think she comes off as a shark. And that's just watching WWE Divas. She had to check trend when her and Cameron had gotten a fight at the amusement park when they was doing the racing go-karts, and they had gotten a fight in public, and so she had to sit Trent down, and she was professional. She wasn't all rowdy and riled up and stuff. So I think everyone's a little bit more warmed up to Stephanie McMahon as a CEO that they can come to and talk to. She's a co-CEO with Nick Khan, we know that. Triple H is over there getting more power day by day. More power day by day. But he's also someone that people know not to cross. Don't step over him. Do what he asks you to do. He makes it seem like, he's there to take care of you. That's what all CEOs make it seem like before they kick in the ass and exploit you so they can make more money, right? Okay, boom. So when we think of Tony Khan over there at AEW, he doesn't come off as a CEO. He literally comes off as someone who's in over their head. Kind of like Jenny Buss, right? Jenny Buss is the head of WOW. She bought WOW Women of Wrestling because she wanted to get in the wrestling business. And this woman is, I believe, the owner or something, a coach or something. Not coach. I know she's the owner or chairman of the Lakers and stuff like that. She's a trust fund baby. Those parents have died. She's now in charge of sports teams. And so I guess she figured because pro wrestling is considered a sport, she was going to go ahead and dive into the waters. And that has come to be shown as a fail because she decided to ride Tessa Blanchard's chin into the sunset and use racism as a way to gain interest in her wrestling promotion, which backfired because here we are. That's a whole nother conversation. Tessa Blanchard ended up leaving WOW. Haven't really heard much about that, but she left WOW a couple months ago because of her bullshit backstage, right? So when we think about Tony Khan doesn't look like a CEO. He looks like everybody else. You all think he's your friend. Y'all call him TK. Y'all talk about Tony Khan as if y'all are in the boardroom with him. Y'all feel like you can relate to this man, and this is the son of a billionaire. You can't relate to him. But it's cute. It's cute when I listen to y'all talk like you know what's supposed to be going on with this man's job. And where Tony Khan fucks up is he literally books with neckbeards and incels in mind. He doesn't book with what's going to make sense in the story and what's entertaining. Tony Khan does not make AEW family friendly. WWE does. That's why I can take my son to WWE shows and it's like a fucking circus. It's spectacular, it's explosions, all kinds of shit going on. It's other kids in there. It's everybody having a good time. Not excessive drinking. Not a bunch of musty ass fuckers in there going nuts over scripted television. I wouldn't take my son to AEW show because AEW is not welcoming to women and children. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. I know there's women in the audience, but look how they look. They look like they there because they don't want no problem with their husbands or their boyfriends. Okay? They look like they're being held hostage. Because what the fuck is exciting about women's wrestling in AEW right now? That's a conversation for a whole, we can have on my, Toni Storm is the intern champion because you threw Thunder Rosa in the garbage. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. She's still women's champion. I can't relate to nobody because I'm a black woman. You got Jade Cargill, and you just, throwing people over there with her because she black. So throw Athena in over there and let them start a match because, it just makes sense. Like, Jade Cargill is fabulous, but listen, when she's going to go after the AEW championship? How long she going to hold this TNT joint? How long? That's all I want to know. When it's time for the ladies to pin, they pinning each other like they're getting ready to fucking plow each other, and somehow the camera's cutting to crotch, ass, cheeks, and shit. And that's supposed to make me want to watch wrestling, female wrestling. And I've been trying to take in more wrestling. I've been watching Impact. I always watch Impact though on Pluto. I like that old stuff. I got Sling so I can watch Impact more because it come on Thursdays, and they're on Access. I have that station because Spectrum don't carry Access, so I can watch Impact, more up to date stuff. Impact actually has good, decent storylines and good wrestling, but they just don't have the audience, which is sad. And that whole run Impact did with AEW did absolutely nothing to elevate Impact. Impact is right where Impact been, right there. Wherever there is, that's where Impact's at. Mia Yim over there, and Chelsea Green, and Mickie James, they over there. Tasha Steele, Jordan Grace. They got a decent women's division. They do. They do some hard ass wrestling. I just have watched rewatch of Hard to Kill wrestling division for the Ultimate X division. Them bitches tried to kill each other. And about 4 people in the audience. But they still gave you a wrestling match as if it was 15,000. I can respect that. So with that being said, what exactly is Tony Khan in terms of what a CEO is supposed to be? Listen, I'm glad he doesn't want to be the cookie cutter white man in suit. Oh, excuse me, brown man in suit. I'm glad. That's good. But I think you mingling a little bit too much with the help, right? Just a little bit. The help, the workers can reach out and touch you just a little bit easy, right? Unfortunately, that's just the way American society has set up CEOs. CEOs go to Congress and tell a bunch of lies, and CEOs do all the talking and talk shit about the workers, that they got too much power and you got to break up the unions and stuff. That's what CEOs are. Old rich white men making 15 to 16,000 times more than their workers. That's what we come to know. Maybe Tony's trying to break the mold of the quintessential CEO, but it's backfiring on Tony. It's backfiring. When CM Punk came on the scene, there's a picture of Tony hugging him, and CM Punk looked like, well, what the fuck? Can you imagine? Thank you for coming to work for me. Oh my God. You put him, you elevated CM Punk, you elevated all them guys that came from WWE. Every time people left WWE, you gave them a home. And they not doing shit. No one's getting elevated over in AEW. Y'all can't even get a damn champion to hold a belt longer than, a month. I think Jade Cargill had her belt longer than anybody's. Then you got 75 of them motherfuckers. So, that being said, I just want to talk about his behavior at this media, quote-unquote, scrum. I'm not saying that word no more. He sat there. He called himself making an attempt to try to reel CM Punk in. CM Punk said, "No, it ain't up to him, Tony. Be quiet." Basically, shut Tony down. Tony eyes bulged out. It's a point where he's drinking a bottle of water, look like he's sucking a dick. Like, I never seen nobody drink water like that. If you go on my TikTok page, I posted a video. He drank water like Donald Trump. You know how Donald Trump took both hands to pick up a small cup of water, and he was tilting it and holding it with, like, what the, y'all don't drink water? Did somebody serve you water? You don't know how to drink water? It's weird. I don't know if he's neurodivergent or on the spectrum. I'm not trying to make fun of him, but, like, give me a fucking break. Anyway, he sat there the whole time and let CM Punk run the fucking show. And when he finally decided to speak up, it was for a bunch of bullshit that didn't make sense to me. So I want to dive into that. So, I don't even know where I left off, because I had to pause and do something. Anyway, so Tony Khan is over here at the scrum, and there's a part that I found super interesting. So he goes on to say that he experienced something like Jim Crockett Promotions, where I guess they got waxed by the competition, but he let them know that the difference between him and Jim Crockett is that he got a lot more money, and he's not going to sit back and take this fucking shit. I don't even know what he's talking about. He was shocked that there were more pay-per-views this weekend. He was the third pay-per-view this past weekend. He was the third pay-per-view. So this is the problem I'm having with Tony. Clash of the Castle was on September 2nd at 1 p.m. Worlds Collide was on September 4th at 4 p.m. All Out came on September 4th at 8 p.m. I just want to know where WWE interfered with All Out. I would like somebody to go in the comments and let me know. Where did WWE's presence interfere with All Out? I don't see where that would cause people not to watch All Out and spend $50 fucking for a pay-per-view. Worlds Collide and Clash of the Castle, $4.99. You get both of those. Okay? So he went on to say there's a big difference between this year and last year. We were the first professional wrestling show and the only professional wrestling show on Labor Day weekend last year, and we're the third professional show this year. And he don't think it's a coincidence. So you don't think somebody could put their wrestling show, when you put your wrestling show, you're supposed to be the only show in town? I thought you wanted competition. But there was no competition. WWE had September 2nd and 4th, but at 4 p.m. and 1 p.m. Yours came on at 8. Where was the competition at? He said, when I talk about things I wasn't thrilled about, I was a little surprised we were the third professional wrestling show this weekend, and it's probably a little bit more challenging in the marketplace when it becomes a little bit more crowded. So I guess he think after people watched the WWE shows, they got wrestled out. If you're a wrestlehead, it don't stop. There's people that enjoy both WWE and AEW, Tony Khan. He said, our performance in prior years, we never had this kind of competition. You wanted the competition. You welcomed it. How many fucking times you done said to WWE that you welcome the competition? He said this was kind of the first for us in AEW to see this kind of crowded marketplace. I'm not sure if this is what we'll see from now on. I hope it's what you see. I hope so. Maybe that'll push you to be the CEO you claim you're supposed to be. Who cares? Pepsi ain't the only soda in town. You got Shasta. You got Coca-Cola. You got all kinds of sodas. You got Dr. Thunder. But does that stop Pepsi from still being Pepsi? So WWE having 2 pay-per-views in time slots that have nothing to do with you shouldn't stop you from cranking out a good AEW pay-per-view. I'm confused by this, Tony. He said, I'm very happy with the numbers we did, given the competition we had. We don't know the numbers. We'll see. He said, the number is the number, and I have to face the competition that's out there. You asked for competition. I'm confused. Tony Khan compared WWE running 2 events on Labor Day weekend, promotional tactics when competing with Jim Crockett Promotions in the 1980s. He said he compared himself to Jim Crockett, and I got a taste of the same medicine Jim Crockett Promotions took, but I have a lot more fucking money than Jim Crockett did. I'm serious, and I'm not going to sit back and take this fucking shit. Now listen to how he said this.
Jim Crockett Promotions took, but I have a lot more fucking money than Jim Crockett did, and I'm serious, I'm not going to sit back and take this fucking shit.
Now he looking around like he done ate that. He act like he just laid the hammer down. Sweetie, you've only been on the scene 3 years, and y'all already having these type of issues to where WWE been on the scene 50 years. And listen, they should have folded up long time. But they had plenty of competition. WCW was ahead of WWE for a long fucking time. Okay? So I don't know where Tony Khan is coming with this weird ass nonsense. But I mean, I guess. And then they asked him about his relationship, about the recent allegations of contract tampering. This is also something interesting. He said, I had a number of interactions with WWE and I said a lot of nice stuff and I'm not going to take it back. He said, I'll be the first to say it. I'm not feeling the same love, and I don't want to get into it. I just haven't been feeling the reciprocation from them. So what he thought was Vince McMahon is going, and somehow he was going to rub elbows with Stephanie and Triple H and Nick Khan. It's still WWE. You still competition. It's still WWE is still a company with stakeholders, and they need to give a return. I don't know who your stakeholders are, but they want a return. Is it Warner Brothers Media? They want a return. It's doggy dog. You the one that wanted to get in the wrestling business. What you thought this was just some we just gonna play around in the ring? These motherfuckers is killing each other. Have you not seen Dark Side of the Ring? Have you not taken CM Punk's advice and go talk to Terry Funk about how wrestling used to work? Like, what the? You go talk to Terry Funk and fucking Mark McGuire and Barry Bonds and see how wrestling works. Because maybe you got confused. You think Stephanie McMahon gonna come over and say, well, my dad's gone. Let's me and you hang out. Nah, motherfucker. Stephanie just cutthroat as her damn daddy. She just better looking. Triple H, listen, he married the boss's daughter and kicked China in the ass. And that played out all through WWE. He cutthroat too. Nick Khan, I mean, listen, The Rock claimed that they grew up on the island and went to school together. I don't even fucking know where this guy came from. But clearly, he elevated himself real quick. So what the fuck you think you finna rub, bump elbows, and go have cocktails with these people and somehow work together? Get the fuck out of here. They want to get those people that left, they want them back. Because they shouldn't have been put out to begin with. That's the whole problem. And your ass was so excited to get all these motherfuckers over there, don't know what to do with them. Triple H is going to get them back. 7-year contracts, 5-year contracts, that's cute. All them motherfuckers is broke up. That's fine. WWE going to be right there to scoop them broke up ass wrestlers when you get through with them, if you don't let them out their contract earlier. Andrade Cien Almas? Yeah. Come on back, Andrade Cien Almas. Come on back. We'll do something with you. Now it's Triple H. Triple H driving the boat. He took care of you in NXT. Come on back. We'll see what we can do. Put you back with Zelina Vega. Aleister Black, you having difficulty? Bring that old weak ass mystical shit you like to do, and we'll put you back on that piece of wood, and you can come back up and say and do a black mask on motherfuckers, and we can have a good time with you. Come on back. Come on back, because you had good entrance music anyway. Come on back, because you ain't doing nothing on AEW nowhere. You ain't doing nothing. Buddy Murphy, come on back. Come on. You ain't doing nothing over there. You ain't doing Adam Cole. You peaked at WWE. We'll wait for you. Come on back. That's what Tony Khan worried about? Yeah, they coming back. They coming back. It's Triple H boat now. Yeah, motherfuckers want to come. You worried about it. We could tell. We could tell. He went on to say, if it is when the fight is brought, I will continue bringing fights of my own, and I have unique ways to do that. I have a lot of money to fight with. Tony Khan and this I have a lot of money shit. It's not your money. It's your daddy's money. And I am so proud that he keeps spewing how much money his father just feeds him to keep him out the business of his father's business. His pops is probably elated that he's over here getting fucked up in the wrestling world, because that's just a couple of million. His father's worth like $3-4 billion. I think he's worth more than Vince McMahon, and that's fine. Go over there and play. Oh, you need $200-300 million? Go ahead. Here's the card. Do that. Keep your ass over there. Let me take care of the real business over here. Because you annoying, son. That's just all that is. I got a lot of money because I got a bunch of money to fight with. What do you think? WWE is a fucking flash in the pan? What the fuck is going on here? What's going on here? It's like watching Mike Tyson versus Evander Holyfield. WWE bit your ear off, and they're going to keep doing it if you don't fight back properly. That's what's going to happen. He said, this is not a game to me, this is my life, and I don't think it's a joke, and I take it seriously. Okay, where was all of this vibrato and this cussing and shit when your fucking AEW champion was going into business for himself? Where was all this? Where was all this? Listen to him. Look at him. Where was it?
All Out last year was higher than Double or Nothing.
Where?
Double or Nothing this year was a high all time for Double or Nothing, obviously. I don't know if we'll quite hit that, but
where's all this angst?
It's going to be.
Look.
Tony,
look,
thank you for the time.
Where's all the angst? He's looking around, he's going crazy. You know what's happening? Listen how riled up he get. Where was this when CM Punk was going nuts? You should have said, hey, cut the fucking mics off since you like to cuss down to the conference. Where was this? Listen to him.
To the same medicine Jim Crockett Promotions took. But I have a lot more fucking money than Jim Crockett did. And I'm serious. I'm not going to sit back and take this fucking shit.
Why do you sit back and take that fucking shit with CM Punk? That's the question I want to know. I'm not going to take this fucking shit. You should have said, CM Punk, you should say, hey man, Phil, shut the fuck up. Get your ass up and take your pastries with you, and I'll finish this and we'll talk later. Get your ass up. I'm in charge. The fuck? That's what should have been said. No, you sat there blinking and shit, sucking the water down, thirsty and parched. Oh boy, I don't know. Tony, go get you a CEO class. Go figure it out. Go watch Mad Men. I don't know. Go sit down and talk to your daddy. He a CEO and a business owner. Go learn how to do this. Run the fucking show the proper way. Okay? Alright, y'all. I'm going to leave it right there. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments. Later.